Okay, so this is modifying the realistic TRC2003 remote because they've got atrocious transmitted audio. It's really woolly. And many years ago, back in 2003, we came up with a modification. It's an electret condenser mic. Look, there's a tiny little speaker in there, and which is there. And then right next to it is a tantalum bead capacitor. That's to get the size down, which is just there. Just get that in shot. Which is the component, that blue thing. There's the capacitor, the microphone, and there's this capacitor. So what we need to do is to unsolder that, and instead of it being 2.2 microfarads, put in 0.22 microfarads, and that cures the problem. It's as if they didn't change the handset from the American AM model. I don't know, with an expensive set like this, I'm surprised they made an error like that. That's the capacitor removed, and it's 1 microfarad in fact at 35 volts. So I'll be looking for a 0.22. I'm not using the manual for this, I'm just remembering this from 1983, but I'm sure I'm not wrong. Okay, well somehow we're going to have to cram this bigger component in, because that's all I've got to hand today. If I was doing a pile of these, I'd make sure I'd got the right ones ordered in. So I'll just solder that in somehow. Okay, so that's the new capacitor put diagonally in there successfully. And there we've got the main chassis back in there, screwed back in. I cleaned those controls while I was at it, and it's just a matter of making sure the multi-core cable is dressed properly, and then we can put the lid on that. So now, having put that back together, I'll get my monitor receiver out. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight away, I know we've got crisper audio, and I know this from experience. This is something we researched back in '83. So I'm just going to check that deviation again, just in case it's affected it, because it could easily. Voila! It is slightly higher now, the deviation. There we are. So that's modified the speech on that from the 1 microfarad tantalum bead capacitor. I thought it was 2.2 to 0.22, and that's the end of that modification. Now we'll move on to the receiver.